The apocalypse of today is real. It's eviction notices, layoffs, sleeping in parking lots. At the peak of the Great Depression, 400,000 Americans lived in tents and shacks. In 2024, we hit 771,000 homeless, and that's just the ones they counted. 1930s, crops rotted in fields while people starved. The food existed. The system broke. March 2025, Canada hit 2.2 million food bank visits in 1 month, double 2019. And 30% of their food banks told Food Banks Canada they're running out of food. Same month, 27% of Filipino families told SWS they went hungry with no food at least once in the past 3 months. Researchers say because of Haya, shame, the real number suffering is probably higher. Why is everything exploding in price? Because AI made it worse. Data centers and robots eat the same copper, water, rare earths, and power we need to live. One Tesla bot takes 4 kilos of rare earth magnets. China controls 90% of the magnets. 1 megawatt of AI servers takes 27 tons of copper. That's the wiring for 135 homes. It's them or our basics. We push back now, or we all pay the price. Everyone says we can't stop AI from eating the grid. That's wrong. 11 states in America have filed ban bills. 142 towns have activist groups. Millville, New Jersey just told a 1.4 gigawatt data center to get lost. 7-1 vote. $160 billion in data center projects got blocked or delayed since 2024 by regular people at City Hall. You want to know why you didn't hear about it? Because hope doesn't trend, but it's real.
Here's how to survive it in the United States, Canada, and the Philippines. If you're in the United States and you need to sleep in your car or van tonight, here's where you can legally get at least 8 hours of rest, and in some spots, a full 24. First, BLM land and national forests. This is public land, and you're allowed 14 days free in one spot, no questions asked. No permits, no fees, just pull in, stay safe, and move after 2 weeks. Second, highway rest areas. Most states give you 8 to 24 hours legally. Nevada gives you 48. Texas, 24. Check the sign when you pull in. Third, hospital ER parking lots. These are 24/7, well-lit with security, and you won't get towed. Park away from the main entrance, keep it clean, and no one bothers you. And finally, some Cracker Barrel restaurants, casinos, and churches. Many allow overnight parking if you ask the manager or pastor first. The key in the U.S., public land and 24-hour businesses are your best bet for 8+ hours of safe sleep without a knock on your window.
If you're in Canada and you need to sleep in your car or van tonight, you've got a few solid options for 8 hours or more. First, Crown Land. If you're a Canadian citizen or resident, you can camp free for up to 21 days in most provinces. No permit needed, it's public land, and outside of parks, no one's checking. Second, highway rest areas and en route stops. Most allow 4 to 12 hours legally, enough to get real sleep. Just watch the signs. Third, hospital parking lots. Same as the US. 24/7, security cameras, and nobody questions a car there overnight. Park near the back of the lot, keep it quiet. And last, select casinos, Walmart lots, and churches. Some are okay with overnight parking if you ask first. Casino parking is 24/7 and rarely enforced. With Canadian winters, your number one rule is safety. If it's below -20 degrees Celsius, get to a warming center or 24-hour business.
Now, the Philippines. And I need to be brutally honest. Living or sleeping in your car here is not a real option. We have no public land, no legal rest areas, and no safe overnight parking. You'll get woken up by guards, robbed in a basag coche, or picked up for anti-tambay. The heat, the floods, the mosquitoes, one night can cost you your life. If you have zero money, don't try to tough it out on the street or in a car. Your first move is a shelter. Here's where to go today with no money needed. 1. Your local parish church. Ask the priest or office for bukas loob, or emergency tulong. Many have a spare room or can pay for 3 to 7 nights in a boarding house. 2. Barangay hall. Ask for a certificate of indigency. That paper unlocks free help from DSWD. 3. DSWD or City Social Welfare Office. They run bahay pag-asa, or temporary shelters. It's not forever, but it's a safe bed, food, and they help you get an ID so you can work. In the Philippines, your survival plan isn't a car, it's people. Church, barangay, DSWD.
Now, if you've managed to save up some cash or get back on your feet a bit, here are a few upgrades that punch way above their weight in your backpack. First, a Nature Hike ultralight backpack with a compact, lightweight sleeping bag. Keeps you warm without breaking your back in the US or Canada, and still packs down small for warmer areas. Second, a high-output tactical flashlight. It lights up the night, but in a bad situation, that 1,000-lumen blast to the eyes is also self-defense you can carry legally anywhere. And finally, for hot meals and clean water, a Pocket Rocket 2 ultralight or ironclad supply rocket stove. They weigh almost nothing, boil water in 2 minutes, and run on tiny fuel canisters you can find worldwide. Forget the fancy gear for a second. Oregano oil has saved me more times than my sleeping bag. I'm not a doctor, but I've been broke for years, so when I say this works, you can bank on it. When a tooth goes bad and you can't afford a dentist, 1 drop oregano oil, tiny bit of water, swish it, hold it, 10 full minutes. Yeah, it burns like hell, but when you spit it out, the burning stops, and so does the toothache. Sometimes it takes 2 or 3 tries, but it works every time. 1 drop only. Dilute. Spit. Don't swallow. Not medical advice.